this is a good time to tell you that the second portion of the Ultimate 216 show is brought to you by FanDuel. The NBA playoffs are almost here, and FanDuel is giving new customers an incredible way to get in on the action. Right now, when you join FanDuel and place your first $5 bet, you'll get $250 in bonus bets if your bet wins. I love personally how FanDuel makes betting so easy, whether it's picking my favorite team or diving into player props. My favorite thing to do, as you know, brother, is bet on the 25% boost that they give you for the Cleveland Cavaliers every single game. So, again, man, shout out to FanDuel, and make sure you go over there and put some parlays in as we get ready, geared up for the playoffs, man. The NBA playoff games, play-in games, they started yesterday, and the Hawks got whooped on. I mean, Orlando came to play last night. I know some people were really looking forward to seeing Cavs versus Orlando Part 2. So a part of me, the last game we played them here at home when they snapped our streak, you know, Ty Jerome and Apollo kind of got into it. And, you know, I got this running joke. Apollo looked like Yellow Beezy, and I was out here like, man, Yellow Beezy was out here talking shit. And so, like, for me, I was trying to run it back. And say he don't though. He looked just like Elby. Like that's on me, baby head ass. But like that's what it looked like, man. So it'll be Orlando versus Boston in round one. We're still waiting to see who our opponent is tonight. Chicago and Miami faces off, and then I believe that Atlanta will face the winner of that series or of that matchup to see who the Cleveland Cavaliers will host. So we got three potential opponents: the Atlanta Hawks, the Chicago Bulls, and the Miami Heat. Who you want to see and why?
I don't want to see the Hawks because I feel like for whatever reason we struggled against the Hawks, right? I know there's just some former Cavs on the Hawks. I know there's former guys that, you know, happened in the trade for DeAndre Hunter. But when I look at the teams that are left, I don't want to see Hawks for that reason, but I would want to see Chicago. For me, I love what the Cavs are bringing to the table. I just don't want the Cavs to have to fight and claw coming out that first round. I want them to come out fresh, 5 games at most. And I think if you look at the Miami Heat, I'm scared of Eric Spoelstra. Not necessarily the team as a whole, but just knowing Eric and his mindset, knowing the Heat culture, knowing what Bam and Tyler Hero can do. Yeah, it'll be a good test for us to get ready for eventually Boston or whoever comes down the pipe. But I just feel like Eric Spoelstra is somebody I want to stay away from. He's going to make us work. He's going to make us fight. He's going to make us crawl. And I just don't want that for the Cavs in round one. I want them to be as fresh as possible to get ready for the Eastern Conference Finals in a couple more series, right? And I think Chicago can be that. They'll be a good test. Giddey's been averaging about almost a triple-double since the All-Star break. He's been balling. Kobe White, of the other guard on the team, he's been balling, so it'll be a good test for us.
Kobe got a clip, too.
Yes, he does.
He got a clip.
And they're feisty. They'll fight. They'll crawl.
Well coached.
I just rather face them than a Miami or Atlanta. Atlanta, whatever, has our number. They're not scared of us. And plus, they have former Cavaliers on the team, meaning they know the ins and outs of what we want to do as a organization. Like, they just know. And that can help them when it comes to preparing for us in a 7-game series. So I want to stay away from Atlanta. I want to stay away from Eric Spoelstra and what's going on. I'm praising the Lord that we're gonna play Orlando. I want Orlando to beat up on Boston. They should go 7 games, beat the heck. I don't care who wins, but beat the heck out of Boston. 7-game series, and then we handle Chicago in the manner 5 games at most. So what's Shannon Sharp like to say? Like, you know, Lakers in 5, Cavs in 5. I think we'll be good to go.
So for me, I actually want to see Atlanta. Like, the personal bias is, man, like I would love to see George Niang, man. George Niang was somebody that real cool, always willing to talk to you when you seen him after the game, and real friendly with the media, just a vibrant personality. When the deal was made, of course, I was happy to get DeAndre Hunter. Niang was one of the people that I didn't want to see go, but I understand business is business, and it'd be cool to see Karis LeVert. But outside of that, you know, a lot of these former players that have these national spots that talk NBA, they don't speak too fond of the Cleveland Cavaliers. They don't believe, in my opinion, that the Cleveland Cavaliers are good enough to go through the juggernaut that was called the NBA playoffs. I think that some believe that the Cleveland Cavaliers is just a really, really good regular season team that might not be prepared for the moment. And in the regular season, when we had our few hiccups, when we had our few Achilles heels, one of those teams was the Atlanta Hawks. And what better way to show that you are ready for this moment and to kind of like put your foot on people's neck and put the world on notice early that you can face a team that you struggle with in the regular season with the thought process and knowing that the playoffs is a different beast, and then come out here, man, and whoop their ass. Like, I think that would go a long way to proving to other people that, okay, the Cavaliers is for real, and the Cavaliers are for real, and that they can actually make it to their final destination. The Atlanta Hawks, man, they are a matchup nightmare. They're long, they're athletic, and they get physical with the Cleveland Cavaliers. Trae Young dropped 20 assists earlier this year versus Cleveland. I was there. So for me, I look at Atlanta, and I think Atlanta is a tough test, but I think it's a necessary test because you're trying to go win the NBA championship this year, and you're going to be tested. And what better way for your own confidence, and then for the confidence of the fan base, and then just to make some noise nationally that, okay, whatever doubts we had about this Cavaliers team coming into the playoffs, seeing who what the round one opponent was based on regular season history, that the Cavs come out there, man, put their foot on their necks and move on. Cavs and 5.
Cavs and 5, baby.
Cavs
Can
and
I say
5.
something real quick?
For sure.
One thing that bothers me about the NBA analysts, I feel like they hate.
They
I
do.
feel like they hate a lot. And I don't know if it's like a personal vendetta against each other or whether it's, whoever it is, the TNT crew or the other podcasts, whatever. That's like they hate. They just don't talk about the game. They hate on guys. And I feel like they hate on the Cavaliers. And I feel like nothing's going to help them get over that until we just win it all. Like we have to shut everybody up. So Atlanta, to your point, I think that would help because they struggle with them. They are a nightmare. That's why I want to stay away from them. They're a nightmare, or a matchup nightmare. But I think until we actually go beat Boston and go beat probably the Knicks or somebody, and then get to the NBA Finals and then beat OKC, they're going to continue to hate. So I hope this is just like fuel to their fire to shut everybody up, to prove the point like, hey, we belong in the conversation and we're a team for it. We're not pretenders. We just have a good regular season and then we can come out there, we can win the whole thing. So I'm hoping this playoffs we prove it, man.